And I think you and I run similar practices. We've talked about, whether it's the really broad or crude advice of like the 4% rule or Guyton's guardrails. We really like this idea of being able to have, guardrails or adjustable bands on each side of saying, depending on how the market does, depending on years where maybe your income's going to spike, because we know our spending's not always going to be the same each and every year. We may have weddings to pay for, big family trips. We may need a new car. Coming back to how much can our paycheck support us and how does that change when markets change and when our spending changes is such a good point, because so many times I see, is this enough? But what about this? But what about this? And so running those numbers and knowing if it's going to work is a really crucial exercise to go into.
Yeah, absolutely. And the 4% rule and Guyton's guardrails, for those of you that don't know, are just two ways that have been looked at in with research in the past to see what's a reasonable withdrawal rate we can have from investment accounts over time. I know we've done episodes on that in the past that you can certainly check out. But yeah, having that makes a ton of sense. And then I think the next thing there is just simply looking at, is there a margin of safety on the accounts? So just simply meaning that, if you really just need $5,000 a month from your portfolios, but your portfolios can sustain $8,000 a month from portfolios, well, you have a margin of safety of $3,000, right? So it's like that makes it even safer for you to be able to do anything that you want.
Because that's what I'm hearing at the end of it is just, have we thought of everything? And is there a margin of safety?
And of course, with good planning, you can build in all the one-offs and make sure that you can live comfortably. If we flip that to the people who are kind of on the bubble for retirement, that, their numbers could work. They're close. They're not like, they're not really, really strong. Let's talk about them.
Yeah. I think I have two different camps in this. In working with clients, I either see a set of clients that comes in, maybe they've been in a really demanding job for years, whether it's management, whatever it is, and they're coming to us, and really what they're saying is, I can't sustain this pace for any longer. Like how? Because what we're asking is like, how much gas do you have left in the tank?
Yeah.
Right. And we have another set of clients that we can explore that are asking something similar, but rather than saying like, I think I could maybe keep going, but I have to make some changes, they're just like, hey, I'm done. I'm in my 60s. I've been doing this for 40 plus years. I'm done. I don't want to do this any longer. And so I think for the first set of clients, when we start to look at this, I think this is why it's so important for us and for clients, for you at home listening, to really know your numbers, to figure out what is it going to take to make your retirement to be able to work. Because for this first set of clients that maybe you've just been running at a breakneck pace and it's just not sustainable. Everybody knows it. Part of our job is to say, well, what if we just hit the pause button for a second? What if we just turn down or dial down the treadmill from an 11 or whatever it is to a jogging pace? Because if we're in that really high pressure, stress-filled job, chances are, although it may be a little bit of a blow to our ego or our pride, we could probably take a step down. And if that buys us time, we're on track here. Maybe let's unpack that.